So the Infinite Warfare beta is terrible. It's literally unplayable. I know that's kind of a joke on the internet, that literally unplayable when there's like some small, minute detail or something that's wrong. But the thing is with the Infinite Warfare beta is that it's literally unplayable. You cannot even get into a game. And so it's ridiculous that the beta launched like as the time of recording this 5 hours ago. Okay? I have not gotten into one game yet. Not a single game. And that's just stupid and ridiculous that I pre-ordered this game. I forked over $100, and they just have my money now. And I was promised a beta, and the beta was supposed to launch 5 hours ago, but all of a sudden, nope. They're just like, oh, hey, beta doesn't work, and they don't say anything about it. There is literally no communication right now. Infinity Ward on Twitter has not responded to anybody, has not tweeted out anything. There's been nobody from Infinity Ward even saying like, oh, sorry for the problems, we're working on it, we're looking for a solution or anything. There's just nothing. So it's like, you can't even at least tell us that, yeah, we're working on this, or maybe give us an ETA, like, hey, the beta will probably be fixed in maybe an hour or something. You know, just give us a little bit of communication here, so that way we know what to expect. That way if they say, oh, the beta will be back online in an hour, then you can, go and play another game for an hour. You can go out to the store, you can go grab something to eat, do something for an hour and then come back. By the time being, it's like, we have no clue when it's going to come back. Who knows? So this really doesn't leave a very good impression for Infinite Warfare on like anybody, because I have rarely seen anybody get into a single game of Infinite Warfare yet. I've seen people get into maybe 2-3 games and then they just started having problems. Like I was in class when the beta first went live, and then I got out of class like an hour after it went live, and ever since I haven't been able to get into a single game. Like I spent probably like 20 minutes going through the cutscene and everything, setting up all my classes, my rigs, just checking everything out, using my little salvage things, opening up a rare supply drop, and just kind of messing around. And then I start a game, or I start a game, and I search for one, and it puts me into this little loading thing, and it just doesn't even go anywhere. Like in the bottom right corner, it says like, initiation is a go, and just a bunch of random nonsense. It's like, countdown is a go, matchmaking in 3, 2, 1. But it's literally not even doing anything. So I'm convinced that they just have the text in the bottom right corner just to kind of screw with you, to think that it's doing something when it's not. They like, at least in the previous Call of Duty games, it'd be like, waiting on other players, no new lobby available, or no lobby available. And it'd say like 0 out of 25 matches, or it'd be like 25 out of 50 matches available. Something like that. But now it's just like, countdown is ready to go, matching your data with other players. Just a bunch of this random garbage. And so I'm like, what is this? Like, one, it doesn't even tell me what it's doing. It's not even saying like 0 out of 50 good matches, or 0 out of 0 good matches, or something like that. It's just saying like, countdown is a go. I keep saying that. That's all the stupid thing says. So that just kind of pisses me off. It sucks. I mean, I know this is supposed to be a beta and just a bunch of crap like that. And people are like, oh, well, this is a beta. This is where they get all their testing and stuff out of the way. This is not a beta. No matter what you say, this is not a beta. The game has already gone gold, okay? The game went gold like 2 weeks ago, so they're already done with the game. They've already made the game, and they've already started putting it on discs and stuff. So what is this then, huh? This is a demo of the game. This is just Infinity Ward and Activision going, we need some sort of marketing plan or something to get people to pre-order the game. Oh, hey, a beta, And instead of having like a beta in August or September like Black Ops 3 did, it actually helped out the game and actually gave the developers time to take, what they learned from the beta and what the community reported to them from the beta, and they had like 2 months to put that into the game and fix the game, so that way it was good on launch. But the game launches in like 2.5 weeks. This is literally going to be no help to them, especially because the beta goes on next weekend too. So it's like any data that they get, they're going to have to like sort through and figure out how to fix them, and then put it all together and finalize it into like a final patch in like 2.5 weeks before the game goes out. And it's like, that is not going to happen. I guarantee you that basically what we see in the beta is going to be exactly what we see in the main game. That there might be a few little changes, like there's even a spelling error in the menu, and when it says initializing, it's misspelled. So yeah, GG Infinity Ward, you misspelled initializing. You know, you don't have any spell check or anything, or any people double checking stuff like that. No. You know, I bet stuff like that might be fixed, like obvious flaws and just obvious little details and stuff might be fixed, but this is really not leaving a good taste in the community's mouth right now. Like, I mean, the Infinite Warfare trailer is over like 2 million dislikes right now. I haven't even checked it in months. It's probably like 3 million now. But it's living up to people's expectations. People thought this game was trash, and well, it is, because we can't even get into a game in the beta. I don't even understand how people can really defend this game right now. I mean, sure, I bet they'll get the beta fixed, you know, tomorrow, Saturday, or maybe Sunday and stuff like that. And then by the time it rolls around on Xbox next weekend, it'll probably all be good and stuff. But I don't get this. That they've had time to prepare for this beta. It's not like the Activision was like, oh crap, what do we do? A beta. And then like 2 days later, they had to roll out some sort of half-baked demo of the game and call it a beta. That they've had months to work on this. They've had 3 years to make this game, okay? And they can't make it so you can even get into a single game. Like, I get there might be bugs in the game that you might, you know, have weird netcode and lag issues and stuff. But if you can't even get into a match, how are we supposed to give you any information? How are we supposed to give you any feedback? Literally, the only feedback they've gotten is, I can't get into a game. And so they're like, oh, okay, that's probably an issue. And that's like the only thing they're going to be able to solve for the final game right now is, oh, people can't get into a match. None of these like small out-of-map bugs and glitches and stuff, you know, that people are supposed to find in a beta. No, nobody's finding that right now because they can't get into a game. It's just ridiculous. Like, people are saying that, oh, you know, this is a beta, this is what happens when you have millions of people jumping online at the same time, their servers get overloaded. I guarantee you there's not more than like 100,000 people playing the beta online right now. Like, the pre-order numbers for Infinite Warfare are way too low for even like the beta to be very significant, and even still, it's not at an extremely peak hour yet. Like, I would assume that like maybe like 8 o'clock tonight, that's when everybody's going to be getting on, because that's when people are going to be getting off work, and they're going to come home and they'll be like, oh yeah, I pre-ordered Infinite Warfare, and they're going to want to try to play it. So that's when everybody's going to be getting online, not like, what, 5 hours ago when everybody was in school and was at work and stuff, and still the servers can't even handle that. They've had all this time, but all of a sudden they're like, oh shoot, hey, maybe we should have more than 2 servers for this game. That would have made sense, you know? Oops, my bad. I want to try out this game. I want to give it the benefit of the doubt. I want to say, oh, this game isn't that bad, you know? This game is actually, you know, very promising, that it looks good, graphics are good, the gameplay is fun, that the weapons feel good, and the connections are good and everything, and that it's not going to be a terrible game. But looking at it from right now, can't even get into a game. And I've seen 1 or 2 comments about people saying that, oh yeah, the Battlefield 1 beta didn't even work on launch. Yeah, but that was because that was getting DDoSed. All of EA's servers were getting DDoSed when the Battlefield 1 beta came out. It makes no sense to me that they couldn't have prepared in any way for this, that they couldn't have gone, probably about 40,000 people pre-ordered the game and have preloaded the beta. Maybe we should have enough servers so all 40,000 people can get online. This is like the 12th or 13th Call of Duty game. So they've had so many other Call of Duty games in the past that they can look to and go, on launch, there's hundreds of thousands of people trying to get online, all around the same time and trying to get into our servers. But for the most part, Call of Duty hasn't really had a problem with that. Like Black Ops 3 didn't really have a problem. There was a bunch of games recently where people couldn't even get into the game and it was just like really awful on launch, but Call of Duty really hasn't been that way for a while. Like Call of Duty's been pretty great at launch on most of these, that it's a pretty polished game. Sure, there's, you know, flaws and stuff, but you could at least play it, you know? But now, for some reason, the beta doesn't work, and it's like, what gives, you know? What's the point? Like, how does this, it just doesn't make sense. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.